Back to your first thought, which is the shooting percentage and everything else. Steve Kerr would like you to think, and he talked about this extensively after the game about the officiating, that part of that is his guys are getting grabbed, they're getting bumped, they're getting held, and they're not getting calls as they're trying to come around the screens that they use so effectively all year long. Does he have a point?
Well, that's going on at both ends of the floor. It just isn't going on at one end of the floor. Now, if that was happening just at their end, okay, but you can have a legitimate complaint. But at the other end of the floor, it is also going on. They're doing exactly the same thing. So it's up to the referees now in Game 7 of whether you are going to say, you know what, on every play there are at least 5 fouls, but are we going to call 1 foul? You see, because the game would be stop and go, stop and go, stop and go. So there's a ton of pressure on the guys who come out here in Game 7. Now, when you go down on those baseline staggered screens and then the double screens and the single screens, you're absolutely right. They're playing them very physical, and rightfully so. Well, you know, if you played in the 70s and 80s and 90s, that's exactly what happened. Now your offense has to be clean, and you have to also have physical guys setting screens that you're not going to let them barrel over the top of you. So it's a two-way sword here now. It's easy to say that, but then again, on the other side, it's happening at the other end, and then you should be able to do the same thing to them within your offensive sets, and unfortunately, it's not happening.
So what